1984 and Idiocracy were supposed to be warnings. Hey everybody, it's Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. And as you see, I'm driving. I haven't done a driving video in a long time. I used to do them on a regular basis when I was commuting to and from work every day because, time. But now that I'm not working, per se, I have to do this video due to time constraints, stuff like that. Going to run some errands I have to do. So anyway, 1984 and Idiocracy. If you haven't read the book 1984 or seen either version of the movie, there's an older version and a newer version, then you need to. I think every American, every person in the world should read and or watch 1984 and the movie Idiocracy. These were supposed to be warnings, but it seems like they're becoming instruction manuals because society is just devolving into idiocracy for one thing. All the pronouns, all the, giving each other a hard time because they don't get the, the whiskey and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, whiskey, it's what's good for you. Like electrolytes are good for plants, right? If you haven't seen the movie, you don't get it. But watch the movie Idiocracy. It's funny. It is dumb. It'll remove a lot of your brain cells, but you gotta watch it. It's one of those ones you just gotta do. So 1984, we see progression towards 1984 type society all the time. The push for all kinds of stuff, controlling us, watching over us, digital currencies, social credit scores, your ability to get what you need, increased surveillance. Surveillance cameras are everywhere. I mean, you can't avoid surveillance cameras nowadays, especially if you live in suburbia, urban areas, stuff like that. If you live really rural, you may be able to avoid some security cameras. There's no security cameras anywhere near where I am now. But you also have people's dash cameras. You also have people's cell phones. You also have, cameras at bank telling machines, ATMs. You got cameras everywhere. Surveillance society. Also, your phones, your smartphones, smart TVs, all these devices have the ability to listen into you. Somebody can hack into them and listen and or watch what's going on within view of your smart TV and or your cell phone, your tablet, your computer, all those things. It's all, there's so much information about you out there now that we really don't have any privacy. The illusion of privacy is all that it is. There is no more privacy. And it's all about controlling you, knowing more about what you're doing, what your habits are, even if it's, as innocent, quote unquote, as Amazon, watching what you're buying, watching what you're looking at, and then knowing what to suggest so that they can sell you more things. Even as simple as that. Targeted ads. Although the ads aren't as targeted because during the last cycle of, what we just went through, anti-Tiffany Smiley ads were all over my YouTube. And to me, listening to what they were saying about her, they were pro ads for her. But anyway, we see the push all the time for more control over us via our food supply, our water supply. The rich, the powerful are buying up farmland, ranch land, water rights, all these kind of things, farms. And why are they doing it? Because they want to control more. They want more power, they want more influence, and they want more control over us. So, like I try to always do in my videos, I don't like just talking about all the bad stuff and, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about what we can do about it. Let me check the time because I gotta always beware of time because I try not to put out videos that are too long because of my internet upload speed. Takes me forever to upload videos. Anyway, and also before I go any further, before we get into the good stuff about what we can do about it, please subscribe, ring the notification bell for all, hit the thumbs up, share the videos, comment below. I know a lot of people don't like the driving videos. I apologize. It's one of these things. I got to do what I got to do. I only have a finite amount of time in any day, just like you do. So it is what it is. What can we do about it? Well, some of the best things we can do about it are to become as self-reliant, self-sufficient as we can and independent of the system. How do we do that? Well, some of it's mindset and being able to produce your own food via growing your own gardens, raising your own animals, but also it's how you choose to spend your money, spend your time, and your activities. Do you still sit there on the boob tube and watch, football on Sundays, drinking beer, smoking whatever, watching mainstream media, fake news, all this stuff like that? We can make a choice by our actions what we partake of. I used to be a huge football fan. I used to love football. And I still enjoy watching it, but I don't anymore. Why? Because for one thing, it takes away time that I can be using for more productive results. Prepping, loving on my family, taking care of things around the house, taking care of things around the yard, the property, helping out tribe. That's one thing. Once you get tribe and you actually start establishing a good tribe, you will have more time required of you to put effort into that tribe, to help others, to be there for them, to go to training, to go to different lessons that people are teaching, meetings, all that kind of stuff. So, yes, you'll be pulled in many more directions. So make better use of your time. Instead of sitting watching TV, we don't even have TV anymore, so I couldn't watch football if I wanted to. Well, I guess I could watch the replays on YouTube. But yeah, I don't even watch college football anymore. But whatever. Making use of our time. Yes, that's important. Also, like I mentioned, where we shop. We can put our money where our mouth is. Instead of just talking trash about whatever business that's out there, that we feel is too large, too controlling, too involved with agendas that we don't agree with, well, we can choose not to shop there. But also, on the flip side of that, speaking of, you guys kind of know what businesses I'm talking about, we can save money using those businesses. And we can better equip ourselves to combat the system if we use those things. It's kind of like being an insider, like saying working for some organization like FEMA or any other government organization or law enforcement agency or military or stuff like that, kind of being that insider. So you get inside information, inside knowledge. And if your mind is right and you're on the right page and you aren't playing into their games, you can work within the system to gain intelligence and other things. That's kind of like one really good book you got to read if you haven't is Total Resistance by H. von Dock or something like that. It's I believe he's Norwegian, and he wrote it to teach the Norwegian people or the Scandinavian people how to resist, like partisan guerrilla warfare, those kind of things. Part of that equation is intelligence and having people on the inside, having people working like back then, they're part of the resistance movement, but working in the offices of the opposition, the enemy, the bad guys. That's a good way to look at it. So it's a flip side to anything. It's something that we need to do. I think we need to take a stand against it. Yes, there's going out and placing your piece of paper in a box every 2 years or whatever, whenever special elections are or whatever. But it's about our actions. It's about what we do, how we choose to spend our time. I recommend doing anything you possibly can to be more self-reliant. I don't feel anybody can truly be, especially by themselves, definitely not by themselves, 100% self-reliant. Even with a really good tribe, I have a really, really good tribe, several really good tribes, we still cannot produce every single input that we need. We don't have manufacturing capability. We don't have the ability to smelt or steel into, iron into steel, stuff like that. I mean, we can only do what we can do. But stay strong, do the best we can. That's all we can do. And remember that 1984 and idiocracy are not the places we want to be. So we need to make a stand in every action we take and the way we live our lives, etc. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.